Well, good afternoon, everyone. Here's Miss Karen again, and my trusty assistant Max is here with me as always. Want to pop in a little bit, Max? So it's Friday, so happy Friday, everybody. We made it through the week. I hope you enjoyed the sunshine today and the warmth outside. We actually just came inside. So we're continuing our kitchen science theme today. And again, as always, I remind you, we're going to use things that we can find in our kitchen to do this experiment. So today's is 2 easy ingredients that we're going to use. Right, Max is holding it up. We're using Skittles. And I was thinking maybe, just maybe, you might have some extra Halloween candles and you could find some Skittles. You could find some Skittles candies in your extra Halloween candy. Oh, I see Genevieve. Hi, Genevieve. So what we're doing is, Skittles, and we're using hot water. In the background, I have my hot water boiling in my kettle. So what we have done is we've arranged the Skittles around the outside of a plate. So you're also going to need a plate. And if you notice right now, Max is taking his Skittles and he's arranging them on a plate. Now, I already did mine, which is right here. I hope you see it.
Wait, do we leave a little
I
gap?
did it in a pattern because I thought a pattern would be cool. And then I also did a variation where I put my Skittles in groups of 4 in different colors. So there we have our Skittles. So you're going to arrange it on a plate. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I told you that hot water was important. So, Max just had a really important question. He wanted to know if you should leave a gap in between your Skittles. But what you really want to do is put a border of the Skittles and keep the Skittles as close together as possible. Because what we're going to do with the hot water is we're going to pour it in the middle of the plate, and then we're going to see what happens to the Skittles. So I want to show you one more time. So the edge of my plate, I have the Skittles, and they're in a border, and they're close together. And Max, how are you doing on yours?
Good.
Max is just about done, and his Skittles are touching. Now remember, I told you I was going to do a variation. This is a variation because sometimes it's okay to try a variation. I hope I'm not making you dizzy by moving the phone around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step away for 1 minute, and I'm going to get the water. And the water we're going to pour.
I will be here for you guys.
The water we're going to pour in the center of the Skittles. And then the question is, what will happen once we pour the hot water in the middle? And we all know Skittles are made of sugar. And when we put sugar in water, such as a piece of candy, the question is, what will happen to the Skittle? Will it stay the same or will it change? And if you ever heard of the word dissolve, which I'm guessing you all do because you're pretty smart, I think maybe the hot water might make the Skittles dissolve. So hang on, let me get the water. Are you ready, Max?
Mm-hmm.
So when I say hot water, I boiled it because I just wanted it super hot. But you can do hot tap water as well. Just remember, friends, because the water's hot, you want to be careful and use caution when you're pouring the water. So I'm going to carefully pour the water in my plate and then in Max's plate. And now when I'm pouring this, you only want a tiny little layer of water. I'm pouring the water, and now we watch and we see what's going to happen to the Skittles.
It's already working.
Now, if you notice, like Max said, it's already starting to work because the sugar, the hot water is dissolving the sugar. And then what can you say about the color, Max?
The color is going on the water.
The color is starting to spread and diffuse. And what I notice is that even though the color is starting to come off of the Skittle coating, it's actually not mixing together. The color is kind of staying in stripes, which is pretty cool. So as the hot water dissolves the Skittles, the color of the Skittles start to spread. Pretty cool, huh? I see Joel's watching too. So what I'm going to do while we're waiting for this to take effect, now this is something that you can do for yourself. Remember, you're going to do a border of Skittles around your plate and choose a fancy pattern. And then after that, you're going to pour hot water in the middle of the Skittle ring you've created and then watch what happens. What I'm going to do over here, I'm going to switch my TV ring a little closer, or drop the phone. I'm going to pour water into the other variation. And remember, what I did to be different is I put 4 Skittles of each color together on the plate. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the water just because I want to see. Sometimes it's good to try different things. I want to see what happens with this. And this, if you notice, the color is dissolving.
You're kind of dragging it into the middle.
What do you think? Pretty cool. I'm going to show you the other plates that Max and I did. So here it is. The color is starting to spread to the middle. It's interesting though because on this side, the color is not really spreading. But on this side, it has come out a lot. And then let's take a peek at Max's plate. And you can see, kind of on the same one side, Max, huh? It's spreading out the same too. Pretty cool. All right, I also want to highlight one thing. Max is actually enjoying this experiment because he's nibbling on the Skittles as he does it. So that's it for today. That was my candy science experiment. Thank you everybody for watching. Another challenge you could do too, because we use Skittles, but maybe you might not have Skittles, or maybe you have a different kind of sugar-coated candy that maybe you could try to see if it does anything different from the Skittles. Like I think of M&Ms. Do you have any M&Ms? Because I know those are color-coded, have a sugar color coating. So you can try it. Remember, it's always great to see what you did, and you can share with us here and let us know. I'm also going to show you one more time before we go my variation. Look what happened to the color. Pretty cool. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us for our kitchen science. I hope we didn't make you dizzy moving the phone around to show you the close-ups of our experiments. Again, have a good day. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the sunshine. Get outside and try some kitchen science.
It's kind of moving, Mama.